Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time we reached the old or abandoned factory, depending on the menu that you look at, and got to the bottom of this artificial blade mystery, which had a pretty obvious solution. I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of with Mooey Mooey on this one. It really take you that long to figure out what was going on? Yeah, I'm sorry, Nia. You even had some insight into the situation, having been a member of Torn already, and even you didn't realize it. This time, we chase after Mooey Mooey and Bana to hopefully see some justice done. And Tadazo? Lila. We'll make him pay, don't you worry. Starting off, we need to equip ourselves well for this. We have just Rex and Nia, no dedicated tank. I meant when I said when Tora rounded out the party very well. We could fight with just Rex and Tora a while back, and I believe that Nia and Tora could probably get through a fight even though it would be slow. Rex and Nia alone, gonna be kinda hard. Thanks to her evasion at max affinity, Mithra is the strongest blade you are guaranteed to have for this, and I would recommend equipping her driver with Hunter's Chemistry somewhere. Percy, my man, you're joining us here today. You're gonna take Hunter's Chemistry. I'm gonna be opening a lot of fights with you, and I wanna see the full benefit. Adenine has an indoor attack up 2, that's the important type to have right now. I have an affinity max attack 1 that's on Pyra, essentially doing nothing. That could go on Adenine. Dromark, you're looking pretty good. You're a primary healer. I want to not have aggro on Nia if I can help it. Cross-Set is a good blade to bring into this. Of course, she hinges on having DLC, but if you have it, you have it. Indoor attack up, fusion combo up, and what else? I think I'm gonna go HP attack boost. She passively heals herself by just playing normally. That sounds like a good buff to stack with indoor attack up. Rock's a glorified smash art in disguise. We'll give him indoor attack up 2 and fast blade switch to get over to that smash even quicker. And Crossette's core chip has been in need of an update for a while. She's just so overpowered that I didn't notice her hitting for lower than normal damage because it was still keeping up with everyone else just fine. Let's go ahead and swap that out though. Gonna suck missing out on that luck plus 50. But it's all right. We have it on Adenine anyway. For one, I have Percival out because a primary enemy type that we're gonna be seeing a lot of, as you see in that window over there, are Tyrkins. They actually count as humanoids. Virtually any sentient enemy that makes a tribe, hi, sorry to walk in on this awkward family moment. Let's just walk out, pretend that didn't happen, that I didn't jump off of the edge there and land almost on top of you because you're so squishy. Percy is able to insta-kill any type of humanoid. These count as them. Essentially, that's what it is. If they're a tribe, if they are sentient, if they're anything of those sorts, then they count as humanoids for Percival's ability. There's also humanoid slayer abilities from equipment. Be on the lookout for those. Very good to have because enemies attacking in numbers is the most dangerous thing here. Percival having tanking prowess, I think, also makes him very worth bringing into a fight. So Adenine, this is her debut. I'm gonna be largely taking advantage of the driver combo, Ether Tank Key, okay? I'm gonna be largely taking advantage of the driver combo as well as her passive ability to hit elemental weaknesses as another damage source. If I could describe Adenine, I would call her one of the best healer class blades in the entire game, despite not actually doing any healing. Aside from her potion art, she has no way of healing at all. Her specials aren't focused on it, her skills aren't focused on it, nothing. She gives her driver 30% more ether defense, making her quite tanky against the right opponents. We had to do that fight in order to raise this up. Her only battle skill that we know of so far is Battle Wisdom, and that increases damage dealt by the entire party when exploiting an elemental weakness. That's all it says. At any level, that is all the text you get explaining it. And it's a shame because I could see a lot of people interpreting this as being very slight, but no. At its maximum level, it doubles the damage in addition to the 20% damage increase that you get from hitting an elemental weakness to start with. And it's universal. It works with auto attacks, arts, specials, and chain attacks. So how could I have possibly learned any of this? Data mine! Would have been good to know if you just wrote better descriptions. I wanted to get that out of the way first because it's definitely the most defining thing about Adenine, one of the better damage increases out there. And again, party-wide effects, really good, though they're difficult to observe. For pouch items, Adenine
You knew I liked books? How could you tell?
is a narcissist.
Oh, what a curious taste. Oh, now this is a blast from the past. I love it.
You were actually born 3 days ago, and this is your first time eating that. What are you talking about? Pretty poor ones. There is that one book, I think it's Love Beyond the Clouds, that you can get in Alba Cavendish. That's a good item for her with her liking books, but besides that, not really all that special in the way of favorite items. We make it down this way.
Great, they caught us off guard.
Vagwell Turkin. We see this great big door open. This battle music is really cool, actually. I really like that.
Great, they caught us off guard.
What is it with Nia thinking she's in a fight when she's not? That's like the third time that's happened in the last, like, 3 videos. So, we have to make it up to that tower there. I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't like this part of the game at all. The old factory is probably my least favorite section of the entire game. They show you that cutscene that shows that there's some sort of lock in this tower. Well, how about we try fighting our way up this tower and seeing where that gets us? Adnine, in the meantime, how about you just punch this guy in the face a whole bunch, see what we can accomplish with their specials. Her next skill is Treasure Wisdom, increasing the item drop rate from enemies. This is an ability usually reserved for common blades otherwise. Some common blades have this and it stacks with Adnine's ability up to a certain point. You can't stack it forever and ever and still keep getting the benefit, but you can do certain things. Her level 1 special here, Harness the Wind, is a one-hit ether blast, has radius, and it also reduces aggro toward the user. Pretty nice. With her third and final battle skill, we get back to some battle benefits. Element Wisdom increases blade combo damage. Her greatest ability is the elemental weakness damage increase that we've already gone over, but this one's still cool too. Wind might not be the best of the blade combo routes, usually just giving knockback and blowdown, maybe a tiny amount of damage over time, but not anything special.
But where does food go after we consume it? Another mystery waiting to be solved.
Says the girl who has an alternate dimension for a small intestine. This ability makes her so worth having in battle, pretty much no matter what. Yeah, there's the Manslayer, yes! Oh, Batosai the Percy, I love you! I didn't even know what I was meaning to say right there. I was kind of going for the Rurouni Kenshin reference and the historical, which is a historical reference in itself, but I don't think Percival's really based on any of that. He's more of a Knights of the Round Table name. A ball attachment right there. Good item for Crossset, furthering the fact that Crossset is a good blade to bring into this. But we make it up this building, and at the very top of this last staircase, we run into a locked door that's locked from the other side. There's nothing that we can do here.
You're picking a fight with us?
Oh, fine, we can fight you as well. Or he's... Rex was waiting for him at the bottom of the stairs. It's like he knew. So that's no good for us. Artificial Blade Report. That's a new technical manual for Poppi. We'll go over that at a later time because we can't really do anything with Poppi right now. So that's no good. We can see that there's a catwalk leading into the same building. We follow that all the way over here. I could not for the life of me figure this out. I ran around this place for 2 hours on my first go, trying to find what to do. I could not figure this stuff out. I just went up that building, and then there was also the fact that everything just kind of looked the same. I quickly got turned around, and I didn't catch what building it was showing me in that cutscene, so I was like, well, great, where's that? And it was just a miserable experience. And making it even worse, I hate to say that there's ever a time in the Xeno series where the music isn't awesome, but the music was terrible for this situation. It's a cutscene song that plays on an endless loop until you get through this part. It was just, the music was annoying. I didn't like the orange tint that everything had. I was constantly fighting enemies. I was losing fights a lot because I didn't understand the battle system all that well, thanks tutorials. Rex and Nia by themselves are really tough to fight. Going without Tora is hard for this. Where? You ran all the way down those stairs just to run back up. I guess he had to get warmed up with his cardio before he could kick our asses. But yeah, losing the fights would make it worse because I would think I was on the right track and then I would lose and I wouldn't even know where I was because I was so turned around that I didn't know how to get back there. And the map was no help because again, they consolidated everything onto one floor, so you had upper floors obstructing lower ones and I didn't know how anything fit together.
Not to boast, but that was spectacular. Right, Gramps?
Remember, Rex, pride comes before...
This door is locked from the other side. The lattice door is locked. Every door in this place is locked. Every place that I tried going, I would just keep running into more and more dead ends. I felt like everything was locked. It was so frustrating for me. I also want to repeat, the game chugs a lot in this area. It has the lowest frame rate of any location, and it just made everything feel longer than it was. And you want to know the worst part of all of it, because it gets so much worse. After running around and hearing this song for the better part of 2 hours, and then I get up here and there's 3 Tyrkin that fight you right away, and there's more inside the building. I got completely overwhelmed. I had no idea how I even found this place in the first place because I was so turned around. So when I finally got here, I immediately lost to these Tyrkin, and then it was another hour to get back here because I found it by mistake, and I respawned back over by Tora. It was the worst experience I have ever had playing this game. And I know it's not just me because I have personal friends that this happened to as well. Maybe we could blow this guy down and knock him out. Her level 2 special Slipstream has increased critical chances, and it also guard annuls in some situations. That prevents the enemy from guarding. It's not pierce damage, not quite the same thing. Yeah, so that was awful. Warrior Pride, thank God we're actually having a pretty easy time now. Okay, 3 party gauge. We're looking pretty good for this next part. Katana attachment. That could be kind of good for Rex. Maybe I'll try out an attachment for the first time. The thing about the music that I think kills this section for me is just the fact that it sounds like you're supposed to be hurrying in hot pursuit, but you can't really be doing that. These enemies have camaraderie to them, so there's no luring one of them to just fight one at a time. You have to fight all of them at once, and that's honestly really hard to do with only 2 party members. I'm not lying. When I had no idea what I was doing because the battle system was not well explained, on my first playthrough, I considered this battle with these 2 Tyrkins and this 1 Bunnet to be harder than the final boss fight of this entire game. I had a harder time with this. Let's keep going, keep going. As we're doing this fight, part of the reason that I'm able to, oh, actually, this is kind of bad. I need to heal. I did it too late. Part of the way that I'm able to do these fights at all is through the driver combo. I've been using the driver combo, break, topple, launch, smash a lot over the course of the game so far, but I haven't really gone over into how the driver combo itself actually works. I think you just know that you knock over enemies and eventually you do a lot of damage to them. So let's go over that in greater detail now. Break on its own, as I've said, is ironically the best and worst status in the game at the same time because it enables you to do so many things and get all these bonuses out of fusion combos, but it doesn't do anything on its own. As an effect like that, it's very good, lasting 10 seconds, the longest of the entire combo. There's Adnine's level 3 special, inflicting blowdown. Whoa! That was cool. Got Nia's approval, and really, that's all I ever wanted. Adnine's level 3 special is also a rare instance of pierce damage outside of Mithra, so keep that in mind as well. Strong special. Topple is a 5-second effect. It's a 25% damage increase. It produces a medium-sized HP potion for a little bit of health recovery, and the enemy can't dodge no matter what. Even if they somehow manage to activate a perfect evasion art as they were getting toppled, it completely does not work. Launch is 5 seconds. The enemy still can't dodge. It produces another medium HP potion. But it's the worst part of the driver combo because unlike Topple, where you can do things like level 4 specials and chain attacks to stop time, Launch is just a fixed duration no matter what. And then Smash does heavy damage, gives you a large HP potion, and the enemy drops items and money an extra time as though they were defeated, but with 50% the normal rate. That's how all of that fits together. There's a lot more to this place. We could do a lot of exploring, but I would rather just not relive this awful experience that I had through here any more than I have to.
Hey, look what I found!
Where's Banner? Where did he go? What's all this shaking?
Go!
What the hell is that?
Activate! Docking complete!
to enlarge the design. Incredible.
Now, you all bow before the power of Banner. Go get them, Rosa!
Oh, this is too ridiculous for words. Come on.
Enlarge
Just do what we always do.
It might be pretty ridiculous, but it's actually a pretty brilliant idea. If blades are a lot less destructible than the driver, then creating a giant blade and just sitting inside of it does make a lot of sense. We're gonna just smack her around as best we can. How dare you deface a great Poké Girl's name like this? And we're gonna see if we can build up Adnine's level 4 special. I somehow doubt it, but we're gonna try. Rosa is an interesting blade. She has 2 different auto attacks, one of which is capable of launching you. Chances of seeing that are kind of low. Oh boy, here comes the level 4 special! Gah! I'm always so nervous that I'm not gonna get it off in time, that like something stupid's gonna happen to get me out of it, like a blowdown art or something. It's called Literacy Beatdown. It has increased critical chances and it inflicts blowdown.
Oh.
It's too strong for us.
Allow me. I shall serve as a decoy. And then...
No! Poppi will take care of that.
Tora, Poppi.
Poppi? This energy's incredible. Thanks to my sister, Lila.
Master Pawn, profusest apologies for letting them control Lila like that.
Lila show much more respect for Master Pon than Poppi do.
No need for apologies. You come back, and that enough for me.
Sister, Lila did awful things.
Poppi used to people doing awful things.
Who Poppi mean by that?
Poppi, Lila has one more request. We have many new sisters.
Poppi will save them. It is my duty.
Lila happy. Now, Lila has one thing left to do. Poppi? Use Lila as starter and...
Of course. Poppi's ether furnace. Using experimental ether furnace from Lila, it can be fully ignited.
But then...
Will Lila be all right doing thing like that?
At least I can do. Use the flames of Lila's life to save them.
Now, Poppi! Show them your real power!
Roger that, Master Pawn. Initiating QT mode. Engage!
Can it be? She managed to fully activate ether furnace. What? Madman! No matter how much power she has, she's still no match for mighty creation of Banner. Crush her, Rosa!
Tora's taste in women. Grappy Ponsusu's taste in women never looked so badass. Fully realized, Poppi QT. QT has a unique weapon class, the Mecha Arms, which do more damage. They are based around evading attacks, giving some much needed incentive to play as Tora, and she even has a perfect evasion art in the form of Scattershot. Scattershot is no slouch on the damage either if the setup is just right. We'll get to that another time, but just know it's one of the strongest arts in all rest. Similar to Poppi Alpha, her specials have their effects determined by Poppi Swap, which we can't really do in the middle of this going on right now, so that'll happen another time. Just know that her specials and even her regular arts are almost entirely AoE, so she gets aggro in groups easily and spreads damage all around. This could be seen as a negative because when there's more attacks to dodge, evasion tanks kind of show problems. But remember that Alpha is still available. I see that as Poppi Alpha covering Poppi QT's weaknesses, still giving a reason to switch between them. QT goes in, gets the attention, switches to Alpha, sponges damage. If Alpha ever loses aggro, switch back to QT. We'll finish up this blade combo with our level 3 special, shooting right into the camera. For battle skills, she has Flash Boot, which reduces blade switch time. She has a rare smash art, so I very much like that. Flash counter is spike damage with a bad description. This just multiplies Tora's strength stat to decide the spike damage that she does back to opponents when she evades attacks. And Velocity Gear gives her a flat chance to hit her attacks even if she would have missed and evade attacks before accuracy is checked. It's rare and doesn't activate much, but it makes her more consistent, especially with Tora having low dexterity. Nope, we didn't get it up. Man, it actually resisted our topple. How often do you see that? Usually if they resist anything, it's the launch. Or sorry, not the launch, the break. I'm getting all mixed up here. So, after all of my experiences in the Ardanian Titan, this fight, I have to talk about this. I'm sorry, but I do. So, I don't like the field at the beginning, because it's over too quickly and it's so short, you don't get time to take in the scenery or the music. The town's pretty good, I guess. Okay. You have that rooftop section, that part kind of sucks. Smash it down, good. Then we have the old industrial district. That place is a maze that I got lost in, as did everyone else that I knew. The fight with Zeke was a high point, I'll give it that. And then the old factory is my least favorite section of the entire game. I got lost in here for over 2 hours. It was completely miserable, hated every second of it. And then I got to this boss fight. This is not a typical experience, so I'll give you that. But my experience with this boss fight was that I accidentally managed to switch, accidentally excluded Rex from the party. Because of that, I had to do this fight with just Nia and Tora. So I tried to lose it on purpose, and wouldn't you know it, I guess I'm just lucky. I sat here for over half an hour auto-attacking him and still won. Nia was barely keeping me alive. I suppose I could have run from the fight or something, but at that point I'm just like, who cares? It was so stupid. This cemented that I had a terrible experience here my first time through.
Justice always prevail!
Master Pawn, that enough gloating now. Now, maybe you too won't be used for bad things anymore.
Ugh!
Banner's vanished again.
Over there, my lady.
Hold it!
We got a new blade to explain first! Oh, it's not like he'll get anywhere. It'll be fine.
This very nice.
She has lockpicking, always useful. Fortitude, again, a pretty good field skill, useful for lots of things. And agronomy. Maybe agriculture is Poppi's specialist field. She has her own separate Poppi swap from Poppi Alpha. Groan! More customization is not always appreciated. By the way, Evasion Mod 1, how about Evasion Mod 3? I've been off playing Tiger in my spare time, and I got this from the big chest in Stage 3. Gimme, gimme, gimme! Fire Elemental Core. She comes with a Recharge Boost 1, giving her better use of her arts from an auto attack, and aggro draw to occasionally draw aggro from enemies with her blade arts. QT's weapon has a pretty meager critical hit rate, but a high block rate, almost as good as well, actually, in this case, it's better than Poppi Alpha's, but, well, okay, I guess she's not quite as stronger here. Let's update her core chip if we can. Oh no, she's looking pretty solid. I could take a slight hit in the stats to, increase agility by 50, though I don't think that's really necessary. It would be worth it to go create some parts. We picked up our second manual, allowing crafting freely of Ether Mod 3, Muscle Mod 1 and 2, these increase attack power and give a little bit of physical defense too. Man, 10% strength with 0 of anything else, ouch. We could only craft this right now, even level 1. Strike Mod also is attack-based, giving her a Dexterity Mod while raising her physical defense. And we can finally just buy Tank Mod 3s. Since Poppi Alpha is still around, hasn't been replaced or nothing, we can swap out Tank Mod 2 for Tank Mod 3, just objectively better there. Still can't make an Elemental Core, and this was the thing I was most immediately drawn to. It would be very helpful with Adenine by our side too. For new Blade Arts, she can have Accuracy up 4, Aggro Draw 3, Arts Boost 3, Back Attack up 2. For the very first time, we can purchase Critical up 1 and 2, increasing critical rates, though it's not worth it. Damage Absorb 3. And amazingly, System Reset 4, canceling debuffs from enemies. Given that you're a tank, I can't imagine a better thing to have in you. I'm gonna take 2 of them just so I can have them on both forms. We'll have System Reset replace Aggro Draw. And then we'll have System Reset 4 replace System Reset 3. Special Enhancing Ram now has Affinity Boost 4, Anger 1 and 2. It's a Desperation burst of damage. Burst of damage. Aquatic Slayer 3. Beast Slayer 4. Insta-killing regular beast enemies could be useful if a boss is summoning some really big help. Challenger 3. I've already gotten this from playing stage 3 of Tiger Tiger already, but increasing specials with this is really solid. 80% is nothing to sneeze at. Flank Force 3, why would you ever be on the side of an enemy as Tora? Frontal Force 4. Frontal Force Floor, or Force Floor, Force 4. Said it the exact same wrong way twice. We'll take some of these. I'm gonna be in front of the enemy in a lot of cases. Absorb Arts 1 and 2 are entirely new, restoring HP when a special connects. It's based on the damage dealt. She's now able to create HP potions from her specials, having 1 and 2 of that. Out of all the Slayer abilities, I think Insect Slayer is probably the worst. We can now go up to level 3 with it, but so few powerful enemies are insects. Oh, sorry, we can go up to 4 with it, but I still don't like it. And last up is Vital Charge 3. This is one of the strongest damage increases that can be gotten out of a special, and definitely one that I want to pick up a couple of. Last but not least, under Skill Ram, is Affinity Max Barrier 4. This is a better effect than you think it is, and I've praised it up to this point, and that's because it does something that it doesn't even tell you it does. Granting the entire party a barrier equal to 25% of their max HP is already a strong effect. This makes them able to just focus on doing damage, not having to worry about precise aggro management or really anything else. No healing, they can just attack, 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 and that can often spell victory. But what's even better is that until that barrier is down, they can't do reactions on you. No knockback, no blowdown, no break, topple, launch, or smash. Nothing. They have to get through that barrier before they can do any of that to you. This is a strong, strong effect, and I want to get one of these for that, because a 25% barrier is kind of nice. That's why Ursula is so good, and it's not for the reason that everybody thinks. Aggro Boost 4, Aquatic Hunter 3, Arts Aggro Boost 4, Arts Heal 2, Avengers, Assemble! There's 3 of them. Back Attack 4, Beast Hunter 4, Blade Combo Boost 3, Block Rate up 3, that could be interesting. Critical Restore 3, still not a good blade for this. Her critical chance is much too low. Might save her life every now and then, just not reliably. Critical up 1 and 2 for a whole 1% higher critical hit chance. Damage Heal 3, Emergency Guard 4 stacks with Alpha's ability very strongly, 25% more when her HP is low. Emergency Guard 4 is 25% more block rate stacking with Poppi Alpha's Emergency Mode battle skill. This could be pretty strong if you can control the healing somehow, essentially making her a glass tank. Encourage 4, Evasion Focus 1 and 2 are both new. Fire Defense up 4, insurance in case Morag pulls a fast one on us. Flash 3, HP Attack Boost 3, Hunter's Chemistry 3, which I have 3 of already. Indoor Attack up 4, I'll take that. Insect Hunter 4, Into the air 1 and 2. Poppi does not have a launch art. Into the ground 3. Knockback resist 3. I'll take my barrier, thank you. Life drain 4. Movement heal 4. Natural guard 1 and 2. Opening art 4. Pinpoint weakness 1 and 2. Reflect damage up 1 and 2. Shoulder to shoulder 3. Side attack 1 and 2. Oh, we're almost through the alphabet. Silent strike 4. Smash resist 3. If you're getting smashed already, you're in a lot of trouble. Specials level 1 plus 4. Specials level 2 plus 3. Who cares about spike defense 4? Swift evasion 3. Swift strike 3. Telepathy 3, or as I like to call it, telepathy. Water defense up 2. Or 3. I can't even get the number right anymore. That's everything that you unlock from that new technical manual. Now let's outfit her. First up, we're gonna raise her energy converter a bit to make room for, oh, wow, they knew how good this ability was if it requires me to upgrade it twice. Affinity max barrier, and we'll also take the indoor attack up, if only temporarily. Gotta do it twice. Give me that. Specials level 1, we can unlock that for 1,500, that's pretty cheap. Gonna have to up it again, because I have a really good mod on. Sure, I'm gonna be using a level 1 special a lot. Fire's good, it combos into itself. We have a lot of good fire blades already. Vital charge. We'll unlock her level 2, and we'll up this again. I'm actually getting low on, stuff. Heck, I think we're actually gonna, yep. We're gonna dip into our DLC crystals for the very first time. Frontal force, I think I'll slack on this one a little bit. How much is this gonna cost? 8,000 and 15,000. Those are quite steep, and I think those can wait a little bit longer to give her essentially more Aux Core slots. Poppi Alpha, while you're at it, you're using a tank mod 3. She actually had an outdoor attack up this entire time. When I was redoing everyone's Aux Cores, I just simply forgot to check Poppi swap. It's okay. Her damage wasn't that great to begin with. I'm fine with it. Frontal Force 3, go up to Frontal Force 4. And energy converter up again. It's up to 1,700 per upgrade now. It gets higher and higher every single time it's upgraded. Vital Charge. We already have Vital Charge 3. That's the best we can have. And then she can stick Hunter's Chemistry up her slot. I'm gonna ditch her Arts aggro boost now because Poppi QT is able to hit for more damage, keeping aggro better. We'll swap that out for Affinity Max Barrier 3 since I love it so much. In the way of pouch items, we're coming up on this one being over right now. She likes...
Poppi loved this scent.
Sorry, loves that scent. She's also...
Meh, meh, meh. Poppi's heart full.
a traitor. And her favorite item can be purchased from the dessert shop in Alba Cavenage. Bought 10 of these, cause why would I not if Taurus finally got a blade that loves dessert?
Master Pawn know Poppi very well.
And how does he know you so well? Data mine! And then going into Enhance Arts, as the very last thing that we're gonna be seeing here, I like Scattershot. That's probably her best art. I want to have that at the ready in pretty much any fight. Dented Shield being a smash art's gonna come up pretty late in most fights, at least midway through, because we gotta do 3 other things before this can even come in handy. But it's still good. Pow Cannon has increased damage to enemies targeting user by 50%, and then Booming Buster has knockback ahead of Tora. I kind of think I'm gonna swap out these two. They have the same damage numbers. This one's got a longer recharge. But a knockback could be kind of nice for just stopping them from doing something. I'll try it. Okay. Oh, Mooey! Can't just leave you there. I gotta relish in this moment. Meh. Heh. Sitting here listening to him suffering gives us more development points with More Ardain. Us relishing in Mooey suffering is making More Ardain a more developed nation. That's really messed up. Anyway. We got through the old factory one way or another. The not so good part of this journey is almost over and we'll be on to much greener pastures in the not too distant future. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we chase after Banna with nowhere left for him to run. See you guys then.
Very nice.
Sweets or treats or sucks. Treats, I guess. Elemental or prioritizer. Oh, it's a new type of Ox Core. It makes it so that whenever you hit an elemental orb that is not given priority by being the opposite element as you will attack the one that is most weakened. Can be helpful if your party is not outfitted with the opposite elements to what you're using.